Hello everyone. In this video, we will go through the date worksheet of the BA2 Plus calculator. We will use the date worksheet to count the number of days between two dates. Let's take a look at the variables of the date worksheet. The date worksheet can be activated by pressing the second button and then the number 1. The first variable is DT1. The first day, we want to start counting. And then the second variable is the second date, DT2. So we want to count the number of days between date 1 and date 2. The next variable is the DBD, the days between the two dates. And then the next variable is the counting method, ACT or 360. Let's take a look at the input of date 1 and date 2. The input format is the month and then the decimal, the 2-digit for the day, and the last 2 digits for the years. This input format corresponds to the US format. In my calculator, I already set it to the US format. To check your setting, you press the second key and then format. Format is the second function of the decimal point. So press the decimal point, we get to the format worksheet to do the setting. So I press the down arrow until I see the date format, which is this one. So here I already have the US format. The month, December, followed by the date, 31st, and then the year 1990. You can change this by pressing the second key and then set. Set is the second function of the enter key. So I press the enter key, so I set it to the European format. The day first, and then the month, and then the year. I'm using the US format, so I reset this again by pressing second and then set back to the US format. And then I can quit this worksheet by pressing second and then quit. Second, quit is the second function over the CPT button. So I press the CPT button and I quit it. Get back to the date worksheet by pressing second and then 1. And then get back to the day count method. There are 2 day count methods, ACT or 360. ACT denotes actual. This method counts the exact number of days between the two dates. And for the method 360, this method assumes there are 30 days in a month, in every month, and 360 days in a year. To change the day count method, we get to the ACT, or sometimes on your calculator, it may be 360. So we will change it by pressing the second and then the set button. So now I'm having the actual method of day count. So I press the second key and then the button set. I change the setting to 360. Okay, but in my example, I'm using the actual counting. So I get back to ACT. Let's take a look at the first example. Find the exact number of days between October the 18th, 2022 and April 25th, 2023. The variable DT1, October 18th, 2022, key in the number, the month 10, with a decimal point, and then the day 18th, 18, and then the last two digits of the years, 22. For the variable DT2, April 25th, 2023, for the month, we can input as 04 or simply the one digit 4. It does not matter. So I have 4, the decimal point, and then the day 25, the last two digits of the year 23. And then the next variable, DBD, the days between dates, we need to compute it. Activate the date worksheet by pressing second, and then the date, which is the number 1. And usually I will clear the work by pressing second and then clear work. Enter the variable DT1, 10.1822, October 18th, 2022. Press enter. Move down to get the variable DT2. Input 4.2523. Press enter. So we get April 25th, 2023. Press the next arrow. We get the variable DBD. We need to compute it. But before we compute it, we make sure that we are using the correct day count method. So we want to find the exact number of days. So we want the ACT method. That's fine. So we get back to the variable DBD. Press the CPT button. And then we get the exact number of days, 189, between October 18th, 2022 and April the 25th, 2023. In fact, it does not matter which date is DT1, which date is DT2. We can swap. For example, if we enter April 25th, 2023 as DT1, 4.2523 for DT1, and then October the 18th, 2022 as DT2, 10.1822 as DT2. When you compute the DBD, you get a negative value, negative 189. Because we are counting the days backward from April 25th, 2023 to October the 18th, 2022. We are counting the time backward, the number of days backward. So the calculator will give you a negative value. But we may ignore the negative sign. Let's take a look at the next example. Determine the date, which is 58 days from July the 2nd, 2023. All right, so DT1, July, key in as 7, the month. The decimal point, and then for the days, 2 value. The 2nd of July, we input as 02. And then the last 2 digits of the year, 23. For DT2, we need to determine the date, which is 58 days from July the 2nd, 2023. So DBD is 58. Activate the date worksheet. DT1, 7.0223, enter, July the 2nd, 2023. And then press the down arrow. We need to compute this, so we skip the input, get to DBD, which is 58. Press enter. Ensure the day count method as ACT. And then this is done. Get back to DT2 by pressing the up or the down arrow. And then press CPT. And then we get the date. August the 29th, 2023. And also you can get the day of the week, Tuesday. Let's move on to the next one. Determine the date, which is 94 days before February the 5th, 2024. What are the relevant inputs? DT1, February 5th, 2024. So we have 2.0524. And then we need to get the second date. 94 days before February the 5th, 2024. So we need to count the number of days backward in time. So the value of DBD is negative 94. Let's get the date. DT1, 2.0524. Enter. Confirm that this is February the 5th, 2024. And then get to the DBD variable. Enter negative 94. So 94. And the plus or minus button. Press enter. Get back to the DT2. First, confirm the day count method. And then we get to DT2 plus CPT. 94 days before February the 5th, 2024 is November the 3rd, 2023, which is a Friday. Let's take a look at the difference between the two methods, the actual day count and the 360 day count methods. The number of days between February the 1st, 2023 and April the 1st, 2023. You can get the number of days in your mind, the whole February and the whole March 2023. So DT1, 2.0123. February the 1st, 2023. And DT2, 4.0123, April the 1st, 2023. Key these 2 days into the calculator. DT1, 2.0123. And then DT2, 4.0123. We need to compute DBD. For the actual method of counting, ACT, the number of days is 59. This is the exact number of days between the 2 dates. There are altogether 28 days in February 2023 and 31 days in March 2023. 28 plus 31, we get 59. And then using the 360 method of counting, we press second and then set to change the day count method from ACT to 360. Okay, get to the 360. We do not need to input again the DT1 and DT2. It doesn't change. So get back to DBD. This is the previous answer, 59. We press the CPT button for the 360 counting method. DBD equals 60. This counting method assumes there are 30 days in both February and March 2023. So 30 plus 30, we get 60. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.